As a follow-up, how many SIVs and other Afghans do you estimate are still at the Kabul airport awaiting a flight out?
I'll defer to General McKenzie and the forces forward. I don't know that answer. The State Department or CENTCOM may have that answer for you, Laura.
Today, it was about between 3,000 and 5,000 earlier today, but as we have talked about before, this is a snapshot in time, and it literally changes by the hour. But the last thing that I saw was somewhere between 3,000 and 5,000, but again, changes hour to hour. Courtney?
Hey, General VanHerck, it's Courtney Kuby from NBC News. I just have a couple of clarifications. So when you talk about how these individuals have already gone through the screening process before they even set foot here in the United States, does that mean that their names have already been run through the National Counterterror Database?
Courtney, thanks. It is my understanding that each one of them and their names and their biographical data and their biometric data has been run through the established databases.
Second, you also mentioned some of the medical support that the military is providing, including vaccinations. Does that include COVID vaccines at the bases? Are those mandatory or optional?
The vaccines are offered to them. They're offered at Dulles. We offer them as well as the task force locations. They are not mandatory. We see many of them are taking the vaccine if they've not already had it.
One, on the paperwork that they're getting assistance for their SIV paperwork, is there any U.S. military component? Like, do you have any military members who are assisting with that paperwork?
So the paperwork on our end for accountability purposes, where they arrive at the task forces, we absolutely are part of that paperwork process to ensure accountability, to provide security, et cetera, for them. At each of those locations. Prior to arriving at our task force locations, we are not directly involved with the paperwork process. I don't know the role in CENTCOM of any of their forces. I'd defer you to General McKenzie on questions for any DoD members forward.